All right, today we're diving into something really fascinating from Vedic tradition, Kusha Grass. Now, this is so much more than just a plant. In these ancient texts, it's actually described as a kind of slender sword of sanctity. It's a tool believed to have the power to interact with our deepest karmic energies. Which leads to a pretty big question, right? Can a simple blade of grass, one that's been revered for thousands of years, actually help rebalance your cosmic destiny? It sounds pretty wild, I know. So let's dive in and see what the ancient texts and astrological traditions have to say about it. So first off, what exactly is Kusha grass? You might also hear it called darba. Well, it's this incredibly sacred grass in the Vedic tradition, and its origin stories are just amazing. Some legends say it sprang from the hair of a creator god, while others say it grew from the tears of enlightened sages. So right from the very beginning, it was seen as this vital tool for purification and really important rituals.
Okay, so how does this sacred grass connect to the cosmos? Well, its power, according to Vedic astrology, or Jyotish, is all about its influence over two very, very significant planetary forces, Ketu and Saturn.
Here we've got two cosmic heavyweights, and honestly, they're often misunderstood. On one side you have Ketu, who we can think of as the mystic. Ketu is all about our past life karma, those echoes of what we've done before, and it drives our search for spiritual freedom. If K2 is afflicted in your chart, it can show up as this deep spiritual restlessness. And then you have Saturn, or Shani, the judge. Saturn is the taskmaster of our current life's karma, overseeing discipline and order. When Saturn's energy is afflicted, it can manifest as things like ancestral burdens or just major struggles in life.
So, if this grass can really influence these powerful energies, how is it actually used? This is where we get into the specific rituals, the ones designed for what you might call karmic release.
To work with an afflicted Ketu, there are specific remedies you do on Tuesdays. The first one is a bathing ritual. You'd infuse your bath water with Kusha blades right at dawn, while chanting a mantra specifically for Ketu's energy. This is said to help dissolve that feeling of spiritual unease. The second remedy is donating a small Kusha mat to a temple, which is a gesture meant to call in some grace and help clear away obstacles. Now, for pacifying Saturn, the focus shifts over to Saturdays. The main ritual here is something called a Tarpana offering. It's a beautiful rite of ancestral remembrance. It involves offering black sesame, water, and of course, Kusha grass to your ancestors, usually at a river. The belief is that this helps to ease those karmic debts. Another practice is to actually weave the grass into a ring. Wearing it is thought to help transform Saturn's really stern discipline into something more like clear-sighted wisdom. This chart really pulls it all together, doesn't it? You can see it laid out so clearly. For K2, it's Tuesdays, and you're aiming for spiritual clarity. For Saturn, it's Saturdays, seeking karmic peace. And then there are these more general practices, often on the new moon or Amavasya, for overall balance and clearing out whatever is in your way. But, it's not just about these practical rituals. The grass itself is absolutely packed with profound spiritual meaning. Let's peel back that layer and look at the blade's deeper symbolism. Just listen to this ancient Vedic verse. It suggests that this immense spiritual power is concentrated into a single, humble strand of Kusha grass. I mean, think about that. It's not just a plant. It's this incredibly potent symbol of sacred energy. And the symbolism here runs so deep. The grass is said to embody Vishnu's power, this ability to just cut right through negativity. Its sharp edge perfectly mirrors Ketu's energy of severing unhealthy attachments. It's also said to channel the purity of sacred fire, or Agni, without actually burning up. And for Saturn, it provides this grounding connection to the earth for those ancestral rites. So you see, the physical form of the grass perfectly reflects its metaphysical job. So what does this all add up to? Well, it's really about harvesting a kind of celestial harmony in our own lives, using a tool that bridges the gap between the physical world and the spiritual one. A line from the source material just captures this perfectly. Stellar severance springs from slender strands. That is the core idea of this entire tradition, that these profound cosmic adjustments, the severing of our karmic knots, can be started by something as simple and as elegant as a blade of sacred grass. And really, that brings it all back home, doesn't it? Back to us. When we look at the knotted parts of our own modern lives, it's a really powerful question to sit with. Where could we use a little cosmic clarity? It's a fascinating thought, all sparked by a simple blade of Kusha grass. Thanks so much for joining us.